to penalty kicks. It has the potential for a long evening as well as an exciting one between these two. There's no doubt Al-Hilal have been the best team of the season, and a record-breaking one too, years ago. Dario Herrera is the referee. He's from Argentina. It's the 7th final of his career. Heading the team in the VAR room, Jorge Balino. The holders have one big absentee tonight, with Sergej Milinkovic-Savic suspended, so Salman Al-Faraj plays alongside Ruben Neves. Malcolm's back from injury. Alexander Mitrovic has scored 39 goals. Al Nassr without the suspended Aymeric Laporte. Alex Telles has recovered from a bruised knee. Cristiano Ronaldo in the back row there has scored 44 goals this season. Sadio Mane has found the net in every round of the King's Cup. What a season he's had. Yassine Bono, the Moroccan international goalkeeper. 42 matches for Al-Hilal since he arrived from Sevilla at the start of the season. He hasn't experienced defeat in an Al-Hilal jersey so far.
Yeah, it's fantastic for all the players, but Bono in goal has been outstanding, and that's why he's been the best goalkeeper in the league this season. He's had to make big saves, everything goes through him at the back, so you expect him to be busy tonight, because Al Nassr have got top players that can cause him a lot of problems. But to be undefeated for the whole season, I think it's fantastic from Al-Hilal, and that's why they deserve champions of winning the league. But this is a different game. Cup football is always different. It's just who can turn up on the night and can deliver.
There's a man who can pick the lock of any defence, Otavio, another excellent signing for the Saudi Pro League this season from Porto. Luis Castro there, briefly we saw the coach of Al Nassr. And now it's time for the final of the King's Cup. Final checks made by Dario Herrera, who refereed a couple of matches in the Saudi Pro League this season, matches which did involve these two teams that are involved tonight. Jorge Jesus has just been announced as against Al-Ittihad. Al Nassr, one imagines, a side with a point to prove, a bone to pick, having had to play second fiddle throughout the season. No matter what they did, it seemed as if Al-Hilal were just trumping them every time.
Yeah, it's a big game for Al Nassr. As I said, they won a trophy this season. Al-Hilal, I don't think there's no pressure on Al-Hilal. They can go out and play with the freedom that they've played all season, but there's pressure on Al Nassr to produce this evening.
Here's the countdown to kick-off. Too enthusiastic for the liking of the referee from Argentina, who was in close attendance.
Yeah, he was. The referee is going to have a big night for him. He's going to have to step up to. There's going to be a lot of tackles and decisions, big decisions that he's going to have to make. So, yeah, when you have a big final like that, you try to get the best referees to referee.
Yeah, the two league matches between the sides in the middle of the season. Al-Hilal 3-0 winners at home, and then it was only earlier this month the two sides met in the return fixture. It finished 1-1. Between the pair of them, and Al-Hilal also winners in the Saudi Super Cup semi-final in the spring as well by 2-1. They've had the better of the encounters this season, but that's been the case no matter who they played, certainly domestically. And a bit of blocking off there, sending Malcolm to the deck. Alex Telles making an early mark on his opponent.
Yeah, he is, and Malcolm looked sharp. He said he missed a game or two through injury, but he started off really sharp on this right-hand side. A good little 1-2, and Telles is thinking, I don't want to run back to my own goal. I'm going to block him off.
So maybe an early test for David Ospina, the Colombian international. He's in their squad for the Copa America coming up. There's the man they want to get the ball to. Ruben Neves. Sent back towards the near side by Alex Telles. Here's Mane, sending it past Malcolm. The break's on here now, and Ayman Yahya can't find a teammate. It was covered at the back by Renan Lodi, I think, who'd come across from left back.
Yeah, good defending from Lodi, but Ayman Yahya, he has to pick out Ronaldo. has to pick him out. He's got acres of space to just roll the ball across to Ronaldo, and it still would have been a lot for Ronaldo to do, but he has to be doing better in that situation.
Kalidou Koulibaly played the first half of the final league match of the season the other night against Al-Weda. Received a yellow card and went off at half-time, keeping him nice and fresh for this final. Here's Alexander Mitrovic, who came off the bench in that game and scored the winning goal in added time at the end. They very much got what they would hope for from him in his first season, haven't they, Mitrovic?
Yeah, but he's been outstanding, to be fair. Wherever Mitrovic goes, he scores goals, and he's a natural goal scorer. You put the ball into the box, he'll score you goals, Mitrovic. So you're right, he's been an outstanding signing.
And we look forward to seeing him playing in the European Championships in Germany soon. Here's Ronaldo now. Ali Al-Bulai just backtracking, a lovely little pass into Ayman Yahya, and again Renan Lodi just picks his moment, and he'll get the decision.
Yeah, it's a great ball from Telles. It's a great run from Ronaldo, and he's touched. But Yahya, he hasn't started the game yet. He has not started the game. He makes a good run, but he has to do better in the box. It's good defending from Lodi, though. Really good defending.
Yeah, Ayman Yahya was rested on the bench on Monday in the last league game, but he'd started 4 in a row before that. Abdulrahman Garib has had an injury recently, but he's back and available, but he's on the bench this evening.
Yeah, I like Garib. Garib's exciting. When I've seen him before play, always excites me playing on this left-hand side and sometimes Sadio Mane on that right-hand side, but he's always excited me. He always wants to be positive, so Yahya has to start the game well because they have got Garib who can come on and make a big difference.
There's Ali Al-Bulai and Koulibaly. Looking for Michail. Unusual to see the ball slipping past him.
Yeah, it was a great little diagonal from Koulibaly, but yeah, it just looked like he had a hole in his boot, didn't it? It just went right through it.
He's worth keeping an eye on, Michail, the number 96 for Al-Hilal. He opened the scoring in both the quarter-final and the semi-final in this competition.
Yeah, he started on this right-hand side, it looks like, with Malcolm also in the right-hand side vicinity as well. So I don't know if Al-Hilal have changed it up a bit, but yeah, he causes problems and he will score. He's a goal threat for sure.
Throw in which Renan Lodi quick to take. He was one of only 3 players in the starting lineup for the last league match this season against Al-Ittihad on Monday, who'd started the match prior to that. Most of the players are rested with more than half an eye on this final. I think it was a fairly similar situation for Al Nassr for their last game.
Cool to see Mitrovic, but good header, and that's what we wanted, a nice early goal.
40th goal of the season for him in his 44th match.
But that says it all. You asked me earlier about them signing him. They signed a hell of a player, to be fair. He's probably been their best player this season.
Yeah,
with them numbers.
He had a hamstring injury, didn't he, in the spring, Mitrovic, but since his return, he's got straight back into it. He's scored 7 goals in 7 matches since.
Just natural, very natural.
Little flick there from Otavio, not working this time. Al-Bulai sending it forward, and a little bit of a tangle involving Abdullah Al-Khaibari.
Need to settle down now, and Nassr. They know they should have probably been leading in this game, and now they're losing. So they need to settle down and get it right again, because Al-Hilal, you can see why they're champions this season. They punish you. If you don't take your chances, they'll go down the other end. With this man in the picture, he's been dangerous.
Salam Al-Dosari, the player who was upended, he's another key figure. It's not just about the foreign world stars in these 2 teams. There's some excellent homegrown players, some excellent Saudi international players, some great servants of these clubs. Salman Al-Faraj, the number 7, being one of them, and Salam Al-Dosari, the number 29, being another one of them, to name but 2 for Al-Hilal. So Ospina, busy early, picking it out of the back of his net. Here's Mane, challenged by Abdul Hamid.
You know, on the goal, it's Lajami, the centre half. Never once checks his shoulder. When you've got a player like Mitchell,
Says a handball.
yeah,
Referee doesn't seem interested in that, and it may well have come off a chest.
No, I think the referee said no chance. But this game is end-to-end, so it is a great ball. Another great ball from Tellez, and Yaya's touch, fantastic. Sets it back to Otavio, and it's a good defending. It's a really good block, and I don't think that will be given as handball.
No, nowhere near it.
Nowhere near.
It was very optimistic from Otavio. Alex Tellez with the delivery, and it was Sadio Mane who got there. We're so used to seeing Ronaldo leaping like a salmon in the middle, aren't we?
Yeah, they have to stay positive though, Al Nassr, because they're creating chances. The game's end-to-end. Both teams are creating chances.
Scored 100 goals this season.
That's what I'm trying to say. They will score goals and you'll get opportunities. They just hope that main man, Ronaldo, can get the opportunities.
Alexander Mitrovic in the 7th minute, giving the champions Al-Hilal the lead, a team who went through the entire 34-match league season unbeaten. Can they achieve what is actually in Saudi football quite a rare league and cup double? Only happened a couple of times before. They are one of the teams who's done it. Here's Brozovic, who not so long ago was starring in the Champions League with Inter. We'll see him in the summer as well, no doubt, with Croatia. Ball sent forward. The general direction of Mane by Lajami. It was Neves with the touch into Al-Faraj. Al-Faraj in for Milinkovic-Savic today, but a very, very experienced customer, Salman Al-Faraj.
Yeah, they're big shoes to fill. Milinkovic-Savic has been good for Al-Hilal this season. Gets his goals and knits it together in that midfield.
Salam Al-Dawsari, lovely close control, surge, pace, skill. And the little flick forward, Renan Lodi getting into the heart of the Al Nassr penalty area. That was a very important little flick off the boot there. Mishail, just a little too high for Mitrovic.
But you can see what Al-Hilal do. They just deliver. They get balls into the box because they know that's what Mitrovic wants. Deliveries into the box, and you can't really defend it.
Jorge Jesus there, the coach of Al-Hilal, going for what will be the 23rd trophy of his career. And going for goal was Mishail, just sensed the glint of an opportunity.
Yeah, as I said, he started on that right-hand side, causing a lot of problems. Him and Malcolm on that side causing problems, but yeah, he's always cutting across that and goes high and wide.
Of the two, it's Malcolm the more prolific in terms of goals. He scored 23 this season, Mishail 9. Both of them making significant contributions on the field throughout the season. Bit of space here for Ruben Neves. And for Malcolm is Mishail. Saud Abdulhamid, the right back, getting well forward as well. It's an untimely slip from Renan Lodi.
Cutting forward a lot. Lodi's defending well. He's been involved in this first 13 and a half minutes. He's been up and down, and he's had some good defending that he's done.
Yeah, just good for Al-Hilal that Malcolm's back in the team. Little knee knock keeping him out of the final league match of the season. Quick with the throw, and Ayman Yahya not happy with the close attentions of Renan Lodi there, but no free kick going his way. Here's Abdulhamid. Al-Faraj, Neves, looking for Malcolm, putting Alex Tellez under pressure. A good play there by Tellez, under pressure. Didn't work out though. Neves, key conductor in the Al-Hilal side. Lodi's delivery swept away by Ali Lajami.
can see Neves is dominating, and that's what Al Nassr need Brozovic to do, get on the ball and start dominating. He's just dropping into little areas. And he's setting off all the attacks for al-Hilal.
It's a repeat of the final of 2020, when, just like this year, they'd finished first and second in the league with al-Hilal, the champions, and they went on to win that final by 2-1. This is the first time that Al Nassr have been back in the final since then. Teller's just harassed back into the general direction of his goalkeeper, David Ospina, who missed much of that.
And I think he's trying to pick out Sadio Mane there, but Sadio Mane's got to give Ronaldo a call because he doesn't see it, and we're seeing the goal again. It's a good ball in from Malcolm. He whips it into the area, and Mitrovic has been doing that for season upon season, scoring goals. I still look at it, and maybe Ospina, I don't know, it's because it's a good header, he couldn't get his hand down, and maybe can he move his feet quicker, but I'm going to give credit to Mitrovic. It's a great header.
Al Nassr second in the table in the Saudi Pro League this season for the second year running. 14 points the gap, playing catch-up all season after losing a couple of the early matches in the first 3 rounds, so always behind. Slip by Ayman.
He's offside on Ronaldo, and he has a bit of a heavy touch, and Bono comes out and does ever so well, but as good strikers, Ronaldo still went in for the ball, but you can see here, he's just gone in, yeah.
Hopefully both are okay, it does seem so. Takes a bit of getting past Yassine Bono. He's kept a clean sheet in almost half of the league matches he played in. And his team are looking to get on the front foot again here. Mitrovic losing out on this occasion. Interception by Neves. Simon Yayo's clattered into Renan Lodi there. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman watching on this final at the King Abdullah Sports City in Jeddah. Lodi was a mid-season arrival for al-Hilal. He'd been playing in France in Ligue 1 with Marseille, played in the Europa League earlier in the season. Here's Mane. Lovely play. Brozovic, who we haven't seen too much of so far.
No, that's who they need to get on the ball.
Now Mane. He's trying to slide it through to Ayman Yaya. No chance of picking out his team out. Al-Dosri losing out. Otavio. Kabari with the ball away to the far side. Here he is again. Otavio is full of little tricks and flicks and improvisations.
Yeah, I don't think that's needed there and then Otavio to do a flick like that, because they've got a highlight al-Hilal. You can see the coach, he's frustrated.
He's in agreement with you there,
yeah,
I think.
because I think you just keep the ball. You don't need to be doing flicks and tricks this early, especially when you're losing the game. Just keep the ball. Al-Hilal have such a high line. Eventually you'll get that opportunity to pick that pass. I think that's Lodi still feeling the effects from the Yaya challenge.
Yeah, it gives us a chance to just consider what we've seen so far. We're almost 20 minutes in, and al-Hilal having the better of it, although there have been 1 or 2 moments for Al Nassr.
No, they're having the better of it, al-Hilal, but Al Nassr have caused problems. They probably had the best opportunity of the game, apart from the Mitrovic goal, where Sadio Mane should have probably, well, he should have scored. And they are creating chances. Otavio had one, which was a good block. So, yeah, this game, as I said, 20 minutes gone nearly, and it's end to end. It's a good final, and that's what you wanted. Sometimes you can get finals time. They can be boring, but this is a good final.
Yeah, it was a painful landing there for the Brazilian left-back. He missed the match against Al Nassr recently, a little earlier in the month. He had a foot injury. Hopefully he can carry on in this one. No language issues there with the 2 Portuguese speakers. What a great job he's done. I mean, obviously, he's been provided with really good players, but he's still blended them well and managed to get the best out of them.
It doesn't matter what players you can give him the best in the world. You've got to still blend it and play to the style of play that you want to play. Remember, you've got to realise they've been unbeaten all season, and they've done that without their main talisman, who they've like paid a lot of money to bring to the club in Neymar.
Yeah, if you talk about Saudi domestic competitions, cup competitions and league, they're on a 42 match unbeaten run in Saudi football.
It's ridiculous.
Across three different competitions. We're just going to bring the game back here, and we're going to have our first card of the evening.
I think Lodi's just pulling back on Yaya there. I think Lodi literally.
The red mist has come down a bit.
It has. I think since he had that collision with him, he's feeling the after effects there. You can see here, he rolls him here. And Lodi's trying to get to it. And then Lodi goes, I'm going to foul Sultan as well. So he's kind of give away 2 fouls there.
2 for the price of 1.
Exactly.
At the cost of a yellow card. Almost a quarter of the way through the King's Cup final of 2024. If you've just joined our coverage a little late, Alexander Mitrovic with the opening goal in the 7th minute of the game. But Al Nassr looking to fire back, and it's fallen at the feet of Cristiano Ronaldo. You get the free kick. Abdul Hamid with the challenge.
Yeah, he was waiting for the contact, Cristiano Ronaldo. He wasn't going anywhere, and he was waiting for the contact.
So Abdul Hamid, the right back, was the player who scored the winning goal on this pitch in the semi-final. He went racing forward 9 minutes from the end. Swept the ball into the far corner of the net. 2-1 winners over al-Ittihad, the local side, who this time last year had just been crowned champions. But by those standards, for them, it was an underwhelming season, finishing in 5th place. Ospina. Collected here by Abdullah Al-Khaibari.
See, one thing I've noticed, Al Nassr trying to play out, but what al-Hilal do, they press ever so well. Once you beat the press, you can get in, but they do press well.
Pass from Otavio, not quite finding its intended target. Al Nassr's ball of al-Dosari. Brozovic. Otavio. Marcelo Brozovic just trying to find a bit of space. He just looks harassed and outnumbered a little in the middle at the moment. And now al-Hilal with al-Dosari bursting forward once more.
He's done that well. He's done that really well in midfield. He breaks up attack ever so well. I think he's been their best player so far, because I tell you what they do look like.
Al-Khaibari.
They're struggling with legs in midfield at the moment, Al Nassr, and that's where it's being won. al-Hilal are causing loads of problems, but Al-Khaibari in there, he's covered the ground ever so well at times.
Yeah, he started the semi-final. He started 3 of the 4 matches to get to the final. And Luis Castro putting him in the starting 11 so far this evening, alongside Brozovic. And it's been a solid start from him. Back with Neves, already named in Portugal's squad for the European Championship.
Cristiano in it?
2 guesses. He might be.
He might be.
Just caught there by Otavio. So at the moment, al-Hilal are effectively playing with 9 players. 2 of them on the ground, but they are on the attack, and Salman Al-Faraj, I think, was quite keen to just carry on with that, and Neves just slowing the game up. They're waiting for everyone to get back to their feet. Here's Al-Balay, who's fine. Now Neves with it. Now a chance to attack with Renan Lodi, putting some pressure on Sultan at the back. Referee's just going to go back to something which happened earlier. There is going to be a yellow card.
Yeah, I think there was one there, but then there's also another one on Mitrovic, yeah. So I don't know if he's giving. I think he may be giving it Sultan for that one. Or it might be a target. It might be. I've seen both players. They were both late. He needs to get into the game though. Too many flicks and tricks, and keep it simple because he is a talented individual.
So Otavio in the book. Sent out wide again by Renan Lodi, the Brazilian. Now back into Neves. Lovely, lengthy, extravagant, luxurious pass out to Michail. Upended by Alex Telles, and they're quick to carry on with the match. It's they were a little too quick there.
Yeah, I would think why did they just wait and deliver it into the box? You have the likes of Mitrovic, Koulibaly in there. They look a threat at the moment. Al-Hilal. Every time they go forward, they look like they've got the pace to cause Al Nassr all kinds of problems at the back.
Ali Lajami with the kick into Ronaldo. A bit short. Neves, the conductor-in-chief, just dropping deep, a bit like a quarterback in some ways, isn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly.
See the whole pitch in front of him and set the play on its way. What he was looking to do there, not picking out Malcolm on this occasion. Ronaldo, was he just caught by Koulibaly? He claims he was. Referee has a little think about it. Now he'll come back, and Koulibaly will get a yellow card from the referee, and suddenly Kalidou Koulibaly, key defender for Al-Hilal, is walking that disciplinary tightrope for the rest of the match.
Yeah, I think I think it's his first one. I don't think it's a yellow card, but I think the referee sets it when he books Otavio over there, so that's why he gives him a yellow card.
He was suspended when the two teams met the other week, actually.
Anytime someone's late, they're going to get a yellow card, yeah.
His defenders where he wanted them there, I think, as the kick was about to be taken. They're claiming they should have a free kick, but officials completely ignoring it. Shah with plenty of time to bring it under control. Bonu.
Sharp part at the moment. They're the team that he looked mostly like to go get the next goal in this game. You can see the coach is very frustrated.
It's just not quite happening for Luis Castro's team, is it? The fluidity, the passes generally not quite coming off.
Exactly, and they've been sloppy in possession in key areas as well.
Certainly a team at their fast-flowing best, capable of playing with much more fluidity than we've seen so far. So everyone afforded the opportunity to rehydrate. Getting a little bit warmer, of course, this time of year, no matter the time of day. Yeah. And a chance for him to get the little board out with the counters and shuffle them around a little.
Tactics board. It's a small one. I usually see bigger ones than that one. Yeah. I think lots of coaches do that nowadays. When you get a break or some players down injury, they'll get their team over, get the tactic boards out and talk tactics. And I think Al Nassr, this break's come at the right time for them.
I mean, the big difference, they've only had one chance, really, haven't they, Al-Hilal, but they took it.
Yeah, they did, and that's been the difference between the two teams.
Now, Spinner hasn't had much to do.
He hasn't had a lot to do. They look a threat when they're going forward, but for chances created, it was just that one chance. You've got a player like Mitrovic, he will punish you.
He still looks a bit in trouble, doesn't he, Renan Lodi, after that heavy fall to the ground a little earlier in the half.
Magic spray, that's what they call it, so that's a magic spray, yeah.
I think they're emptying the can at the moment.
Yeah. see how many players go down and after they have a bit of spray on the back or the ankle, they're back and they're fresh.
The setting for the Saudi Cup final, the King's Cup. Spectacular setting of the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium in Jeddah. Well, Luis Castro always looks agitated every time we see him during this first half.
Yeah, I think he feels his team's frustration and he's not happy with how his team are playing at the moment. But as I said, it's only 1-0, so there's a long way to go.
Al-Hilal's unbeaten run in domestic football in Saudi Arabia is quite extraordinary. They haven't lost since May of last year. And it's 2 years since they last lost in this competition. Ronaldo getting things,
but it's good save and good defending from Neves. But that is it. Al-Hilal have a high line. If you can get Otavio in them little pockets, picking the passes just a bit quicker, they will get in Al Nassr.
Towards Mishail, played there by Alexander Mitrovic. That'll be a free kick. The referee reaches for the card again, and it's Salman Al-Faraj this time. The 34-year-old in central midfield.
That's what's going to happen. You make a foul, the referee's going to give you a yellow card. He's set it now, and that's what it is, so you have to be careful.
Al-Faraj, who only started 5 league matches all season. He did play the full 90 on Monday against Al-Wehda. In today, of course, with Sergej Milinkovic-Savic suspended after being red-carded in the semi-final. Here's Brozovic now for Al Nassr. Ronaldo finding Mane. Otavio sneaking up into the penalty area for a ball which didn't arrive.
Yeah, you want Sadio Mane to go and commit the fullback there. Just go and take him on and take him for a run. You can see what he's trying to do.
Here's Mane. Able to take the return from Ronaldo. Just losing his footing at the vital moment, which caused that issue.
Yeah, international teammate against international teammate here, wasn't it? Sadio Mane against Koulibaly. And I think the linesman gets it wrong. The ball was still in play. But because he's a million miles away, he guesses. So that's why Sadio Mane is frustrated.
Yeah, he's unlucky not to have a corner kick there. Just over 10 minutes remaining in the first half in Jeddah.
It's a golden opportunity, and it's the one man you probably want it to fall to, Cristiano Ronaldo. You think he's going to dink it.
Al-Dosri tries to bring it away, but he's given the ball away. Al-Khaibari, and now out towards the far side. It's with Ayman Yahya. Otavio. The referee is now bringing the game back, much to the consternation of those in yellow.
Yeah, because I don't understand why not stop it before. If it's not head injuries, then you shouldn't stop it. And that's why Ronaldo looks frustrated there. Should not stop the game. If it's not a head injury, you shouldn't stop the game.
It's something the referee, Dario Herrera, is not interested in discussing. But Simon Yaya in the challenge with Ruben Neves.
So Koulibaly tries to play offside. He would have been onside, Ronaldo. I just think, lift it. Can you dink it over him? Listen, I'm just going to say less than that. A goal every quarter or something. I don't even know. It's crazy stats, to be fair. But that is the man himself, and that is why he's a natural born goal scorer, one of the best around.
And he's the first player to top the scoring charts in 4 different countries during his career. And it was the 6th time that he's finished as the domestic league top scorer in a season in his career. Fantastic. Wherever it is he's been playing. And of course he's been playing at the top level, hasn't he, throughout his career?
Definitely. Yeah, the standards have been really high, but he's a fantastic footballer. Credit any youngster wanting to be a footballer, watch Cristiano Ronaldo. He sets the example. Hard work.
Otavio looking for Sadio Mane. lack of precision about some of the passing there, and Marcelo Brozovic looks mightily frustrated.
He is frustrated, but you know what? They're creating chances, side. Al Nassr, for how badly we think they played, or not played to the level that the manager wants them to play for, they still are creating chances at the moment.
In that one chance that al-Hilal have had really in the first half was the one that Mitrovic scored from.
And they've been clinical, and that's been the difference, I think, for them this season, why they've won the league, because they've been clinical in all areas.
Long breaking pass there from Kalidou Koulibaly. That's a stupendous effort from Renan Lodi to try and get there. Goodness me, covered a lot of ground very quickly.
He has done that up and down that left-hand side. He's been brilliant covering the ground.
On that one for Ayman Yaya, who's not getting along terribly well with Ali Al-Balay at the moment.
No, he's not.
Ali Al-Balay involved in one or two little incidents between the sides earlier this season as well, not least with Cristiano Ronaldo. The referee suggesting that everyone just cuts it out and gets on with the match.
It's a final, isn't it? You expect it. Everyone's heated.
Here's Mitrovic. Al-Faraj. Koulibaly. Tidy turn. Takes him away from Sadio Mane. Neatly done. Al-Faraj. Here's Mishail. Abdul Hamid. And Ospina quickly off his line.
Yeah, it's good goalkeeping from Ospina. He comes out, he sees the danger. Hamid makes a really good run, and it's a good little ball from Michel, but good goalkeeping there from Ospina. Sees the danger and smothers it ever so well.
Heading for the last 5 minutes of the first half. Was a decent one, but the referee quick to show a yellow card, and Mishail exclaiming his innocence.
I think it's a handball. You see all the Al Nassr players he's trying to flick it on at the near post, I think, and trying to use his hand. There's been a lot of yellow cards. Will we finish this game 11v11, side?
Let's have a look here. Yeah.
There's no need, though. I don't understand what he's trying to gain out of that.
No, the referee would have done well to have missed that, wouldn't he? It was very blatant. Yeah. So the latest to receive a yellow card, Mishail. Mane with a little space and momentum and support, and Ronaldo wants it in the middle. Brozovic. Tavio far side, Sultan coming up as well. Ayman Yaya on the edge of the box too. Mane makes the darting run. Al-Hilal with a chance to just get defensively set, but Brozovic looks to open it up, can't get it past Koulibaly, corner.
But it's the first time they've got Brozovic into the game, playing nice 1 and 2 touches with Otavio. Sultan plays a good ball in, and he's trying to whip it to Ronaldo at that back post, but it's better from Al Nassr.
Brozovic to take, poor delivery.
It's like he rushed that. It's like something was planned off the training ground, because he looked and there was space there, but it's like he rushed it.
He'll look to try and make up for it now as Brozovic, on this occasion, having underhit the corner, overhits the cross.
Yeah, he does. It's a mad 2 minutes for Brozovic there, but before that, it was good play down that right-hand side, and I feel Al Nassr need to get him into the game a bit more.
Impressive setting for this King's Cup final, the showpiece match of the Saudi Arabian season. The league finished on Monday. Now the big domestic cup final, won by Brozovic, collected by Neves, and here's Abdul Hamid sending it forward. Lovely flick from Salman Al-Faraj into Neves, and worked forward by Renan Lodi. Neves, Al-Dosari making the run, it's opening up. Mitrovic can sense an opportunity, Malcolm's up there too. Michail will keep it alive, will he? And the flag will go up.
Yeah, I think Al-Dosari just went too early, but Neves is running the show in midfield. Absolutely running the show, dictating it, getting on the ball, playing 1 and 2.
From Otavio.
Otavio's never going to beat Bono from a header there. I don't understand why he's not just took a touch. And Bono will be disappointed because I think the Ronaldo shot, he could probably gather it in, but he parries it back into Deja. Otavio's got to do better there. He's trying to score from about 8 yards with a header. He's never going to beat Bono.
Yeah, Bono had plenty of time to see that one coming. Sultan Al-Ghanab. Again, the passing is just a little bit off at times. Sultan momentarily winning it back, but now they're backtracking rapidly. Michail in the middle, Malcolm up there too, Mitrovic arriving. Plenty of yellow shirts back behind the ball. Ali Al-Boulay, bit of space here. This is Saad Abdul Hamid. Alex Telles just trying to nip this attack in the bud. Malcolm keeps hold of it. Michail back towards Malcolm again, and Malcolm will get there and keep it in. Mitrovic loitering in the far post area. Too long for the Serbian striker. And Lodi keeping the ball in play as inadvertently not helped himself. Brozovic, Otavio, and Abdul Hamid, the right back, covering plenty of ground there, backing up his teammate. Here's Neves, now Malcolm. Michail available on the near side. Mitrovic bursting forward. It's Alexander Mitrovic. Oh, he just tried to get that extra touch, and he still kept it in. Down he goes. He wants a penalty. The referee thinks otherwise.
They'll have a look at it because it's straight from Mitrovic. I think he should shoot though here. Like when it comes, it's a great run, great little ball from Malcolm. I think he tries to chop back in, but he does ever so well to keep it in. Ooh, not sure.
That was quite.
Never just letting the referee know we had the advantage. Then you can pull it back and go and book him.
Well, at the end of this half, Al Nassr's defence looking quite flustered.
I said with them not having Laporte, they would miss him. They might tell me they're experienced centre-backs, but for me, Laporte's got loads of experience, bags of experience, international as well, and they are missing his leadership qualities.
Well, we're playing 6 minutes of added time at the end of this half. It'll be longer than that now. That does look a really painful one for Alexander Mitrovic. Hopefully he'll be able to shake it off enough to be able to continue.
It'll take a lot to get Mitrovic off the pitch, that's for sure. But yeah, you are right. It's a big game, and then obviously he's got the Euros as well.
Thoughts on what we've seen so far?
I've enjoyed it. It's been a good final. It's been a really good final, end to end. Even though al-Hilal, I would say, have been the better team in possession. I think Al Nassr have created the better chances, and probably be disappointed if it does stay 1-0, going 1-0 at half-time. But Al-Hilal have been ruthless, and they always look a threat going forward.
Yeah, Ronaldo had one chance in on goal, denied by Bono, and also it was an opportunity.
It's up the header to beat Bono. Listen, Bono probably sees that late. He'll be disappointed that the parry goes straight to Otavio, but I think maybe he can take a touch there and then try and get his shot away.
Malcolm's going to take this. Michail. Al Nassr can ill afford to concede another one here with half-time on the horizon. Al-Amri gets it away into Otavio. Still time for a chance or two before the break in this cup final as Ronaldo tries to set Sadio Mane away. Up against Kalidou Koulibaly, and he has won the corner this time. I think he just checked back, didn't he, Mane, there, which lost him half a yard.
Yeah, he thought it was offside, but it goes to show me he's got the pace on Koulibaly, because he did eat up the ground on him in the end, and that's what you want to see Sadio Mane doing, running towards the opposition goal.
And of course, Koulibaly's got to be careful because he's already on a yellow, so he can't go diving in.
Yeah, he's spot on.
Here's Tellez with delivery, and again, not for the first time in this first half, a corner for Al Nassr, not beating the first defender.
No, Brozovic does it on one side, Tellez, and these are both technicians who are really good at delivery. It's frustrating because as a defender or attacking player, you're up there, you have to beat the first man, and it's a poor delivery. Tellez has got a wonder of a left foot as well.
Getting in each other's way. Tellez just ended up getting bowled over and just telling the assistant on the near side what he thinks of that as Brozovic has possession. Al Nassr searching for a late first half equaliser. Deep in added time here, just before the break. Otavio making the run ahead of him, but Renan Lodi there first. Otavio conceding the free kick, much to his frustration.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You have to see that back again. I think Lodi was just waiting for the contact. It's harsh. Probably the slightest of contacts, but he does get his foot on the ball. I think the linesman should leave the referee to do it and just take care of the major situations that are going on.
Shot of Coach Castro there sums up the way Al Nassr are feeling.
Frustrated, yeah, very frustrated first half at Al
Nassr. That'll do it for the first half. One goal separating the two sides at half-time. There's the man who scored it, Alexander Mitrovic, with a header in the 7th minute, less than a minute after Al Nassr had missed the first chance of the match at the other end through Sadio Mane. Ronaldo's had one chance, denied by Bonu. All to play for in the second half. Advantage al-Hilal at half-time. Al-Hilal 1, Al Nassr 0.
Welterweight World Championship. Left hand and boom! Drop with the right hand, and the champion has been defeated.
Whether it's near impossible challenges or life-changing journeys of discovery, these are the innovators pushing the limits of possibility. Incredible moments, unforgettable stories. Welcome to the home of action sports.
Hi, I'm Bryson DeChambeau, captain of Crushers GC, and welcome to my live lessons.
Bryson DeChambeau electrifies the ground, playing some of the best golf of his entire career. Staggering. Just staggering from Bryson.
So, you got the saying, drive for show, putt for dough, but if you're not hitting it in the fairway, you're not giving yourself any opportunity to putt for dough.
Once again, 12 birdies. This is simply magnificent.
And so, yeah, I can hit it far, but it's super important to hit it straight and down the middle. And that's something that I've learned over the past couple of years. If I don't have the right equipment or the right golf swing, I could be hitting it just as far as those long drivers out there. But if it's not going on the face of this earth, it doesn't matter how far I can hit it. So it's super important to have that precision and accuracy out there. And here's a couple tips for you guys that will help improve your game immensely off the tee. As we go into the second part, which is the precision and accuracy part, you still have to be able to hit it in the center of their face. Like, it's not easy to swing it that hard and to be able to hit it in the center of the face all the time. The fundamental tips that we're going to be going over today is really focusing on the center strike, making sure that you can hit it right in the middle of the face, and then having face control. So knowing how to turn the face over or leave it open or whatnot. Being able to control that face and you feel it is a super important key thing to knowing where the club is at all times and getting it in the middle of the fairway. So there is a component where you have to practice the precision and accuracy part. And that precision and accuracy has come through countless amounts of hours. I can't give you just one or two tips that are immediately going to make you hit it better, but the things to watch out for are hitting it dead in the center of the face, knowing what that feels like, knowing what it feels like to hit it right here. If you hit it here, you got to know what that feels like in your hands, right? And then you've got to make sure your face is square. And you've got to make sure your face is square by trial and error. You overclose the face, open the face, see where the ball goes in relation to all those strike marks and where all those face angles are. You leaving it open, you putting it closed. That trial and error scares a lot of people, but it's what's needed for your brain to process what the right thing is to do. Most people are so scared of that, and I don't know why. It's actually frustrating to me when people say, oh, I just want to have that one thing that fixes my golf swing. Well, no. Try to hit it off the toe, try to hit it off the heel, try to close the face, try to open the face, so you know what's happening when you do those things. It's the easiest way to self-fix. My coach said it best back in the day, Mike Shy, he was like, I don't want to have to teach you when you're out here. I want you to be as independent as possible. You got to know how to fix anything and everything. And that's what he was so great at, was helping me do that. And there have been times where I struggled with a lot of things and needed help and whatnot, but most of the time you want to fix it on your own. So knowing those two things, where you're striking it and where your face angle is, the most important things to hitting it straight, while applying speed too. You gotta still hit it in the middle of the face when you're swinging fast. If I'm straight at you, if that's where the target is, keep the face open, that's gonna make the ball go right. If I close it, it's gonna make the ball start left, okay? Now how it curves is how the club head is moving. It's moving outside in to that face angle, okay? Or inside out to that face angle. So if it's square to the target and I swing it back and it goes through square, that means the ball's gonna start straight and go straight. If it is square and I swing inside out, that ball's gonna start straight and draw off of that line. If the ball is, or if the face is square and it's outside in, it's gonna start straight and cut off of that line. If the face is closed and you swing it inside out, it's now gonna start left and hook left. If it's closed and I swing outside in, it's now gonna start left, and depending on how much out to in it is, it could either stay straight or cut a little bit relative to that starting line left, okay? Now, if the face is open and I swing it inside out, it will probably start straight or draw a little bit back left depending on how inside out you are relative to that face. If the face angle is 2 degrees open and I swing it 2 degrees inside out, it's gonna go dead straight. If it's 2 degrees open and I swing it 4 degrees inside out, it's gonna draw off that face line. And if the face is open and it's outside in, it's going to start right and cut off to the right. So those are the possibilities that you have with the face angles and the club pass you deliver to that ball.
Common problems that people have when they're trying to, hit in the center or whatnot is their face angle gets closed, or they hit off the toe and it goes off the face of the planet. So those are things that you have to have, which is hitting in the center of the face and having the right face angle in order to get that ball down the middle of the fairway. And I'll go over a couple things to describe how exactly you can do that more effectively and efficiently for your game.
Okay guys, so a drill that's very helpful for learning where the club is in space, this may sound crazy and there's a reason why I turned my hat back around, is the fact that you gotta learn to hit the golf ball with your eyes closed. Make sure you're in a safe environment where you're not gonna toe shank it or heel shank it, or chunk it or thin it and hit someone. But the most important thing you can do is learning to know where the center of that club is at all times with your eyes closed. If you can do that, you're on your pathway to hitting it the best in the world.